much. Too much.
That's how you feel.
Yo, it's the Talk That Real podcast.
We are back. We are back, man.
Back at it.
It is episode 112.
112.
Come in with the mess, you know what I mean?
Like Cupid.
Come in with the
You know what I'm
mess.
saying? Cupid. 112.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm
112. Cupid. That is a classic song right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
That great song. That
It's
song
a great
is.
song.
Yeah.
112 got a couple of nice ones out there.
A couple? Only a couple?
Yeah, it's only a
112?
couple. Yeah.
Yeah, a couple.
I give them
Word?
A couple.
a solid 7.
If that.
That might be fair. That might be fair. That might be fair.
I think you giving them.
I might be giving them a little bit
got
too
a
much.
solid
You're right.
head,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
you might be right.
That's about it. Like 7 stretching.
Yeah, for
you
real.
might be right.
7
You
is
might
a
be
push.
right. Yeah.
7 is a push.
Dang. Shout out to 112.
Shout out to
I
112.
still like some of your music.
All right, man. Let's get right into
Two
it.
songs
man.
album.
They're not listening to this.
Yeah.
All right. Is you rolling? Who want to go first?
I got a question.
Oh,
I
okay.
got a question.
Let's get to it.
Catch
You
us
know
off
what I
the
mean?
guards.
Hey, that last one, some people were saying that last one was kind of spicy. You know what I mean? That last one was
Hey,
spicy.
man,
Y'all
let's
some
get-
freaky leaks out there.
Hey, man.
Hey, before we jump in, if you are listening to this right now, you can go and vote. We got nominated for Top Podcast.
That's right.
Now it's
Clap
the
it
people.
up for us.
It's the People Choice Awards. All right, the Kansas City People Choice Award. So if we win, it's up to you all, the people, right?
Yeah.
So.
Not me.
Oh, that's just a look at us.
All right,
thing.
all right. So go vote for it, right? Like
Go vote.
y'all voted, y'all got us nominated, so we're in the nominations. Now we at the semifinalists, right? And we're trying to make it to the next round, so we need y'all votes. KCPC, that's Kansas City People of Choice Awards, KCPCAwards.com. If you listen to this right now, you can go pause for a second, vote right now, come back, listen to the show, hit subscribe, drop a comment, like, share, and retweet. And we thank y'all. Let's rock. Hit us with the question, man.
I like it, man.
Hit us with the question. Let's go, Los.
Straight to it. I see you.
All right, man. This jumps right in.
Okay, it's about to get wild.
Let's
We
get it.
already
No,
know.
it ain't. This ain't no wild. This ain't too wild.
Okay, got you.
All right, here it goes. Please help. That's what it says.
We gonna help you. We gonna help
It
you.
says, please help. My girlfriend of 2 years is low-key begging me to marry her.
Okay.
And I actually want to.
Oh, okay.
There is one thing.
Uh-oh.
Her badass son. And when I say bad, I mean hella bad.
Okay.
He gets suspended from school, and my girl has to take off work to pick him up. He talks back to her. The kid is 9.
9.
He stole $20 from her purse. When I go over there, he's always around, asking for things, yelling, doing crazy stuff. I love her, but this is a major red flag.
It is.
I honestly don't know how I've stayed this long. Should I just end it and be done, or should I talk to her about boarding school? Like, what do I do?
Okay. Should you marry her? The answer is no. Yeah, the answer is no. Yeah, don't do it. No, I'm joking.
No, you're not. That's the real answer.
It might be the real answer.
That is absolutely the right answer.
Here's what I'm saying. I know for me personally.
Okay.
I can't do bad kids.
I
cannot do bad kids. And here's the thing. It's delicate because this is your girl's son. It's not your biological son.
Yeah.
So you kind of got to be delicate with how, or even if you are able to discipline this child.
Yes.
That is not yours.
Yes.
And I think that is a fine line to walk. So fine that I feel like that is not a line that I would be willing to walk.
Yeah.
So in my opinion, just cut your life.
And listen, like, I am not about to, like, I'm 2 years in this. 2 years in, I should be able to say something to your kid.
Oh yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Like if
your
we're
head down somewhere.
if we're talking marriage, that means that you trust me enough to be around your kid, whatever, at this point, right?
Yeah.
So it's like I should be able to be like, hey man, that's not how you talk to your mama.
100%.
Yeah.
You sure ain't stealing out of her purse.
Yeah, nah, bro. Let's sit down and let's have a conversation.
Yeah.
You know, because there's gonna be some things that's gonna have to change. Definitely now, it's a little balance comes with that. Way it sounded, his daddy ain't in his life.
That's
fair. It's a fair assumption.
That's my assumption.
It is a fair assumption.
That is my assumption from this story that daddy ain't in his life.
Fair assumption.
Yeah.
So now I should get a little bit more leeway because of that. To help out, because what it sounds like is he needs a man.
Okay. Now clarify for all the women who be like, I don't need no man. I gotta raise my son as a single mother and all that. Clarify.
Hey man,
you want to clarify?
No, I don't. Like
I see no clarification.
There's none.
Okay,
like,
he said what he said.
Listen, there are some single mothers out there that are doing an amazing job.
Bang up job.
Yeah.
And like
bang up job.
And shout out to them. But a boy at some point needs a man.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Even if it's just a mentor.
And even if it's just a mentor to steer him that can truly understand him.
Mm-hmm.
Because as a mother, your understanding is only going to go so far.
Sure.
Sometimes you need a man to understand what you're going through.
Yeah.
And sometimes a man's voice sounds off differently.
Yeah.
Than a mother's. And that's just the reality of it. And it's not taking anything away from a single mother doing good.
Yeah.
This mother probably doing all she can with this boy.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
You know, she probably trying to. She probably like, hey man, say something.
Yeah. No, that might be true.
You know,
might be true.
That
might be true.
But as be there as it may, as the story is told with this guy, the answer has to be, you can't marry her. Because if you can't deal with because you got to marry where someone is at, and not where something may be.
You got to take on everything that comes with him too.
Yeah. So you can't be like, oh, he gonna get better. What if he don't?
Yeah.
So you got to marry right where the whole situation is at. If everything stays the way that it is for the next 20, 30 years that y'all married to death do you part, right? If things stay the same, you have to be like, am I willing to deal with it? Because you can't worry like, well, the kid will turn around, he'll get better, she'll let me. Like, nope. So if you ain't happy where the situation is with the kid, because the kid now has to be treated like your own.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then you got to have that conversation like, hey, if we going to get married, I got to have some type of authority in this house to be able to say something to little Johnny.
Sure. Yeah.
Little Johnny going to have to chill out.
And I'm going to tell you, man, when you are trying to correct behavior this gone, it is a lengthy process.
Mm-hmm.
And just because you are literally you have to unteach and teach.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I feel that.
So you have to, like with the student, or with the kid. I said student. So but think about my work. So with the kid, you have to say, hey, because it's not just about what you like don't do that. What you're not supposed to do. They literally have to be taught what to do.
Right.
Yeah, that's
you know
real.
What I'm saying? So
two at once.
If you don't have the patience to unteach and teach, and understand that you're going to have to reteach and like it's an ongoing process.
Yeah,
and it's a lengthy process.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're not willing to do that, do not marry this woman.
100%.
So the boy just probably needs some love, man.
Man,
from a man's love.
Hug. Yeah, man,
a man's love on a young man is life changing.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
It is. If you're not up for the task,
don't do it, bro.
And I'm gonna tell you, if you're not up for the task, then you're going to hurt even worse.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. You're gonna hurt because he's gonna have to deal with you now, and all that you bring, and he's gonna know like, hey, this guy doesn't really want me around anyway.
Yeah.
So he probably can feel that. That's probably why he's annoying the
true.
guy.
Yeah. After 2 years.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's real.
And so, like I said, and I would say that you really have to understand what you're getting into and the assignment that you're going to have. And it really don't seem like he's kind of has that in him. Just talk. I mean, and that's fair. Like, ain't no, there's no.
If you don't
shade,
got it, you ain't got
it. But be precise and distinct in what you're going to do.
Like my lady got a son.
Yeah.
And he's 13. Yeah. And he's not bad by by any means. Mm-hmm. He is a good kid, but he's 13.
Yeah.
And it's just natural stuff that come with being 13.
Sure.
Yeah.
But like this my little guy, like we talk.
Yeah.
Like if he say something that ain't supposed to be said to his moms and all that, I let her handle it for the most part.
Uh-huh.
But when me and him are just us, I'm like, hey man, let's talk.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Like that ain't the route, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can't do that. This your mom's, like all the just real conversation.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And I always tell him like, hey, I'm telling you just because I love you, I care about you, and your mom is the most important person that loves you no matter what.
Yeah.
I said so. How you react to her needs to be better than how you react to anybody.
Yeah.
Just teaching them little things like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And getting so it did like. You got what you got. Like I'm not gonna treat him any different than I would treat my daughters.
100%.
And if the time that I put in with my daughters, I have to be willing to put in with him if this relationship is going to be further.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you have to be willing to do that. If you ain't, that ain't it.
Yeah.
You gotta love your mates or your significant other's child with the same love that you would love 100%. Your own child with.
Real talk.
Or you ain't ready for it.
Absolutely.
And I'm gonna tell you, because like I said, when you're going to be in the house with this kid.
Uh-huh.
You're going to be like going to the store with them, going like grocery store, going to like fast food. Like this is your kid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like there's no pawning the kid off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it sounds like the dad's not in life anyway. So it's not like you're going to be splitting every other weekend.
No, he's there.
Yeah.
And the thing
your wallet's next.
You can't even plan for stuff like that.
For real though.
He's stealing from you next, bro.
Hey, listen. So you can't even plan for stuff like that. Like you have to say, this kid's gonna live here, and I'm gonna live here. We're gonna be all on the same roof. Now, how am I going to possibly affect this relationship with this kid and the mom?
Yeah.
And with him. So, but like I said, man, it's work. And right now, I hate to say it, but bro, don't seem like he really got it in him.
Yeah.
Like he's kind of fed up already.
If you're questioning it, the answers are there.
Yeah. So
if you question it to that point where you're like, man, look, like
you already got your answer.
Like you love her, but you don't love him.
Yeah.
Facts.
Go ahead and
that ain't gonna work, my guy.
Go ahead and change the Facebook status, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Ain't like that.
Yeah, he's done.
I mean, it's already complicated. You just need to go ahead and switch it to single.
Yeah. Dang. Hard truth.
Jeez. It's rough.
All right, is you rolling?
It's rough out here, man.
Rough out here in these streets, man. Like, talk that real. Is you rolling?
All right, what you got, man?
Maturity is when you stop asking people why they don't call or text you anymore. You just notice the change and accept it. No drama, no fights. You just walk away with a smile.
No, that is not maturity. If somebody stop or texting or calling, whatever the case may be, maturity is asking and having a conversation, in my opinion.
So you're not rolling?
No, I'm not rolling with that at all. Like, if somebody stopped texting or calling me, I'm at least going to ask and open up a conversation. Like, hey, I ain't heard from you in a while. Like, everything cool?
Yeah.
Like, what's up? Because my thing is, I don't ever want to assume.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this person could be going through some life. And as adults, at our big age, life be happening. And life be happening fast. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, I'm going to ask. Like, you good? What's up? I ain't heard from you. What's going on?
Right.
And I'm going to give them the opportunity to let me know. Like, if they like, yeah, I ain't really feeling you like that or whatever. Okay, cool. I can accept that.
Yeah, and if they don't reach back out after that, okay.
Then I'm gonna just leave it alone.
Yeah, then you can leave it alone.
Yeah. If they ignore me, yeah, then I'm gonna leave it alone. It is what it is. But I'm gonna at least ask.
I don't. It depends on who it is.
Well, yeah, definitely.
Like I don't.
Definitely.
But when they say asking people why they don't call or text you anymore, that to me insinuates that you all had some type of relationship where they were calling and texting.
Yeah, exactly.
Because
so I'm like, even if it's a homie,
because if it's somebody I don't care about, I ain't been calling and texting you anyway.
Yeah, so it don't matter.
If it's just somebody like that, you're like, shit, all right, cool. Like, or if it was something quick where y'all was talking for maybe a week and all of a sudden they just stop, all right, cool.
Yeah.
All right, it is what it is.
Real talk.
You must not been feeling me like that.
Right, which is fine.
Yeah.
But if it's like a homie, like we've been cool for a minute,
yeah,
and they stop calling or texting or whatever, I'm going to ask, like, you good?
Yeah.
At least? At the very least?
Yeah, it's good. Why you looking at me?
Hey, the dog, because it's the way you look.
Yeah, you looking like you just gonna let it be.
The way you looking, yeah, it's like you just gonna.
So
let
you
it
rolling
be.
with this?
No, I'm not rolling. I'm just saying I don't.
But you would do it though.
I would do what?
Like just be like, all right, cool, just let it rock. Not say nothing.
If it's one of y'all, I wouldn't.
Well, that's come on. You can't use us.
Like if it's people in a group, I wouldn't. I don't really see. I don't know. Well, I'm just saying, like that's. I don't.
It's us four with no more. Meaning like your group chat.
Yeah,
and that's it.
I don't. Really, I don't know. Like I don't. My bad. I don't.
If you're not in our group chat, Los doesn't.
Yeah, no, real talk. You in our group chat.
If you're not in our group chat and you're not his wife and kids, Los does not care about you.
No,
and his mom and sister.
No, that's not.
Oh, that's so funny, man. Dude, no, because it's the way you looking.
I'm just saying, like.
So what you're saying is, if it's not somebody that, for less of a better word,
Okay.
if it's not someone that matters to you, you just think on no sweat off your back.
I wouldn't care.
Okay, but that's fair. It's okay.
Just because I mean, I don't know, man. It's just like I said, man. I really, if I'm not that cool with them, then they are where they are for a reason anyway.
Okay.
With me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like.
So let's say you're cool with it. Like I said, this like saying somebody doesn't call a text anymore.
I really don't know. Like who? I'm not.
I can't throw names out.
See, and the thing is, I just took it for what it was. Yeah. I wouldn't add or take it away from.
Like I'm not really like I'm not cool with nobody like that. Like I'm not. You know, like if we ain't texting and calling, this is what we not doing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just saying, if you were texting and calling, and then they just stopped, are you going to check?
That was one of y'all. Like if it's the homies, but like,
would you be texting and calling anybody that's not the homie on the regular?
That is a fair question.
No, I wouldn't.
There you have it.
There you have it. So this situation only can apply to those that you're texting and calling.
Okay, like I said, like. If
so you're rolling. So you're not rolling with this.
What I'm saying is, if it's my people's, I'm gonna come and check, and I've done it. I do that.
Yeah. So you're not rolling
with my people.
That's what this is basically.
Okay.
Saying.
So yeah, but with my people, it's just like somebody like if I ain't heard from you while you my people, like bro, I'm a.
What if it's a woman you was dating for a month,
and she just stopped?
I wouldn't text her back.
What?
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Word.
No.
If it was like consistent texting and calling.
If y'all was texting 30 days in a row.
Consistently.
And then all of a sudden she just like 2 days, you hit her up and she did like, let's say you
I probably seen like a, hey, yo, this, I ain't, this like what's up type of thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
to try to create a conversation.
Like 2 days. After like a day. Listen,
I mean, no, I get it though. I get it.
I'm not trying. I'm just saying, like,
I get it.
Because me, I'm probably going to be like, hey, is everything cool?
Yeah.
And then if I don't get a reply, I'm probably going to leave that, hey, I don't know what happened. Maybe I guess, you wasn't feeling the conversation no more. Wish we could have communicated this and had to talk about it. But I wish you the best, and that's what it is.
Would you wait for 2 days?
No, like if I text her one day.
Uh-huh.
And then we've been texting on a regular, consistent pace.
Sure.
I'm probably gonna give it a few hours before I'm like, hey, everything cool?
Yeah.
Like, because I'm basing it off what we have regularly done now.
Right. Yeah.
So to me now, once something goes outside of that, it's like, hey,
you still alive?
Yeah, you.
Yeah, I'm saying I would do that. Like I say,
after
like
2 days though is what you said.
No, not really. I'm just saying, like,
she'll probably get like 2 of those. Mm-hmm. Like if I've seen that, and if I say like good morning, and normally she replies good morning or whatever, or all of a sudden she don't. I might give it to her around lunch or whatever. Yeah. I'm like, hey, everything cool, and if I hear nothing else, I'm gonna be like, hey, I ain't heard from you today.
Right.
Yeah.
I hope all is well.
Right.
Because I'm gonna get worried.
Yeah,
100%. Yeah.
And I'm good with that. And so like I'll do that. And I do the morning thing, and then I do like the late evening, late afternoon, evening thing, right? And then if I don't hear anything the next day, I'm gonna give you the afternoon. And I'm like, hey, you know,
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? And then after that, I'm just kind of like.
So let me ask y'all this: Do y'all do good morning texts, like with the woman that you've been talking to for a month, couple of weeks? Are y'all doing the good morning text?
Well,
it's depending how the conversation has been going for a couple of months.
Okay, got you.
I would say,
like if we fall asleep texting and talking, then I'm probably gonna wake up texting and talking.
Fair enough. So what you're saying is it depends on how good the conversation is.
Yeah, if the chemistry there is there.
Okay, so if y'all having great conversation after 2 days, you hitting her with the good morning joint.
I don't know. I'm probably gonna have a conversation within those 2 days. Like, are you a good morning text person?
Okay.
Like, I want to know.
Yeah.
Because if that's your thing, then like, yeah, I like the people that's interested in me. Say good morning. Okay, cool.
Okay, fair.
So now I know that.
So you'll inquire.
Yeah, I'll inquire. If she like, nah, I hate when niggas always texting me good morning, or people trying to not say that word. I hate when people are or when me text me good morning.
Yeah.
And then it's like, then it's gonna be like, all right, then that I'm not gonna do that.
Okay.
Unless it's just if it's your thing, say that like, well, you know, it's my thing. You know, but
just saying good morning. It's a courtesy.
Yeah, it's a courtesy.
I got you.
Yeah. I mean, if it like I said,
just don't start nothing you don't want to continue.
Facts.
I'm good with. Real. I'm good. Like I said, there's like.
Yeah, I like a good morning.
It's a conversation. It's a conversation like really going and flowing. Then it's gonna be like some stuff that we probably ended off with that we still talking about.
Okay.
I'm gonna hit you with the good morning text, and we're gonna finish talking about that. It's a continuous conversation.
I got you.
Like I want to, like I like to know that I'm thought of. Like just straight up.
After 2 days?
Yes.
Fair. It's fair. It's fair.
Yeah, like if I felt like the vibe was there, I want to know you felt the vibe too. And just because you don't send a good morning text don't mean you did.
100%.
But show me that you felt the vibe that I feel, so I can know we on the same page.
Yeah.
So I can know how, because I'm gonna go with the flow. Like, let's go with the flow. If it's flowing that way, let's rock with it. But if it's not, let me know so I can hop off the train.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Mad at it.
I'm gonna tell you,
because I'm a conversation person.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if we just now getting to know each other, and we ain't got nothing to talk about. That's a big red flag for me.
Nah, I feel that.
If the conversation is dry right out the gate, and there's so much we don't know about each other.
Yeah.
But we can't spark a conversation. I'm straight.
Yeah.
I'm saying, listen, man. This is. Oh, look at this is early. This is like the first ones. Yeah, this is like that's how we was going. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like the picture in there. Whoa,
yeah.
No, that was a picture. No, that was a chair. I took a picture of my chair.
Me and the lady have been together for 2 years. There hasn't been a day we haven't talked.
I'm mad at it.
Like not one since the first Facebook message.
I'm mad at it.
Like it hasn't. Even when we was beefing, like and it's been some beef. there has been some beef. You all right, boy?
Boy, that went down.
A little H2O.
It went down the wrong way.
Yeah, get a little water. Get a little water in your system.
But yeah, even in the midst of beef, like it was still like.
But like the conversation was there though, so like we had a conversation. Like so, I mean, we eagerly wanted to talk to each other.
Yeah,
and
that's
so
what it is.
I'm going to talk to you in the morning because I want to talk to you in the morning.
Yeah,
I feel that.
So before I get our conversation going, I'm gonna say good morning. Blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying?
Man, if y'all ain't built that, it ain't like the first day I get your number, the next day I'm like, hey, what's up? Good morning, beautiful. Grand Rising, Black Queen.
Yeah,
Grand Rising. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Hey, some people that's their thing, you know, like ain't nothing wrong with a little Grand Rising.
Told me Grand Rising.
Yeah,
Grand Falling.
Whatever floats you, bro.
Yeah, that's how I feel. Whatever floats flow.
All right, here we go. And this is from a woman. Okay. She says, "It is a huge red flag if everything offends her. Only date women who are easygoing. It is a huge red flag if everything offends her. Only date women who are easygoing.
No.
Good luck finding
I'm
that.
about to say, because
Good luck.
Everybody's definition of easygoing is going to be different, first of all.
100%.
And no one is easygoing all the time. But if you're easygoing all the time, now I got a question if you're just being nonchalant.
Who wants like a bland as a person?
Yeah.
A bland.
Like who wants a bland?
Hey,
like somebody who's just.
So what was her first words?
It's okay.
Don't date a woman that's easily offended.
We can't.
Pretty much is what she's saying. Yeah, she said it's a huge red flag if everything.
Like if everything offends her, yes, huge red flag. No one wants somebody that's offended by everything.
Yeah.
But I also don't want someone that is offended by nothing.
Sure.
Like
something
should bother you.
Yeah, something should bother you. Yeah,
like, because then you're just nonchalant and indifferent and don't care. And it's like, I don't want that either.
Yeah.
Like, to me, that means you're at some point you're not being authentic.
Yeah.
That's fair. Mm-hmm.
Because if you're being your authentic self, something bothers you.
Yeah.
Something irritates you. Something that I do, not even just people.
Yeah.
Something that I do should get on your nerves.
100%.
If you're a bit authentic, you should not like something about me.
Yeah.
Something about you should probably offend you.
It
like
happens.
if we're being
you should be like, man, like that's like I don't like when you do that.
If we all being authentic,
100%.
like that, like if nothing bothers you and you're just easy going all the time, oh that's okay, oh that didn't bother me, that's cool. You ain't being authentic. You ain't being real.
What is the percentage of what y'all speak on of the things that bother y'all? So like
as men,
yeah, like
about
I'm talking about real life, like
just in general about life.
Like no, I'm talking about like with your significant other.
Oh, okay.
Like what's the percentage of like the things that you actually speak on that bother you?
The percentage.
Yeah.
So
what's the percentage?
I mean,
like, what do you think it is?
Maybe about 5%
that you speak on.
Yeah. So the thing is,
95% of stuff that bother you.
Well, here's what I'm saying. Here's what I'm saying though. Here's what I'm saying because I don't want to make it sound that way. Here's what I'm saying. There's not too many things about her that bother me. That's what I'm saying. It's not too many.
No. So, but what we're asking is out of the things
that bother you.
Out of the things that bother me.
I
misunderstood.
How much do you speak on it?
I misunderstood the question.
Okay, well now you understand.
And the answer is still 5%. Because here's the thing. No, here's the thing.
We both knew they was still 5%. Like there was
no doubt about it.
So the numbers gonna change.
No doubt.
What I'm saying.
We both knew
even though it's not a lot of
5%.
stuff, I don't necessarily feel the need to be speaking on it all the damn time.
Okay, listen.
Let's
You know what I'm
go.
saying?
Hey,
That's all I'm saying. Even though it's not a lot of things, that's it.
Yeah.
I just don't feel the need to speak on it all the time. So 5%.
Rece,
it is what it is.
What's your number?
2.
Damn.
Boy said a deuce.
2, bro.
That boy said a deuce.
I just won't it probably ain't good.
It probably ain't good.
I just want peace, and I want this woman happy.
Sure.
So I just eat it.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times,
is it fake peace?
I have a.
Whoa.
Like that's the question. Is it
what I got my soundboard for that? What I got my soundboard for that? I ain't got nothing, but I wish I had something.
I threw something at him.
Yikes.
Is it fake peace?
It may be for the moment.
It may be for the moment. Okay.
Because what I normally do is if something bothers me, I try to look inside first.
Okay.
And
but that's fair.
Why does this bother me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because oftentimes I come to realize when somebody else does something that bothers me, a lot of times it may not be a reflection of them, but a reflection of me.
That's very true.
So it's like, what in me is friction right now or irritated?
Yeah.
Can I just be tired? Maybe it ain't them.
That's fair.
Maybe I got a lot going on since they're the closest part. Like, so
look within first.
I limited to speak because it's like, is this that big of a deal?
Yeah.
Where I need to speak on it and cause a discussion to happen that maybe don't need to hug. Maybe I just need to eat.
And then after you think about it,
and
it is,
then
you rolling with the 2.
Yeah.
Rolling with the 2. Okay.
So it's like, then it's like, okay, like if it's something that's bothering me, maybe the next day it still bothering me. You know, I'm like, okay, maybe we need to have a discussion about this. Or if it's something that can, like, she did this last time, now she's doing it again. Okay, this bothers me every time.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel you.
It ain't that I'm just tired, overwhelmed, or hungry.
This is a thing.
Because this is a thing. So let's have a discussion about it.
Yeah.
Okay. Half the time it's like, you know what? It's probably me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm probably just irritated. Somebody else I'm being short because I'm tired. I just want some food.
Yeah.
Or I just want to be left alone.
Yeah.
Like anything like that is like, all right, maybe it's me, so it ain't no reason to speak on. And no man wants to be a nagger.
No man. Yeah. And so
for true.
Wait.
What? What is your percentage?
Oh. Okay.
Don't try to, you know what I mean? Nah, don't try to get out of it.
I would say probably 8%.
Okay. We're all in the single digits.
Nigga said 8% like it was a high number.
Yeah.
We all in the single digits.
He's like, I would say
like
it was gonna be at least 20. Brother is 8.
Listen, like this is my saying.
Okay.
So that means for all of us, over 90% of things that bother us, we don't speak on.
So here's my saying. And this is true for me. A lot of things don't bother me. But the things that bother me really bother me.
I feel that though. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel that.
So like a lot of things, it's like I can deal with it. I can process. Like once something happens and I process it, and I can be good with it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's that unprocessed stuff that kind of like has that 8%.
Ooh, let me ask y'all this. So, with this like that 2%, that 5%, that 8%, that you bring to them, how was it usually like received? Do they be like, nigga, you on some bullshit? Or like, how does it go?
I'm not even answering this.
Fair enough. For you?
I'm going to answer. But of course, I'm gonna tread lightly.
Listen, last week I answered some stuff and I had to take it out. Yeah. So if you don't want to answer some stuff, just let it ride.
I would say for me, it's like
it works out great. And tremendous.
It doesn't always work out great for me. But I will say that the things that I do say are taken. It's taken in.
Okay.
And welcome.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like
I'm mad at that.
It's welcome and more is requested and asked for.
Okay. So like there's more inquiring.
Okay, like here's the thing. My 8%, right? There is a want for 100%. But I have to explain that 100% is not feasible. And they don't do 100%.
That is true.
You know what I'm saying?
That is very true. Yeah.
I think women are
I don't want 100%.
God.
You said what?
No one wants 100%.
I don't want 100%.
They don't want 100% from us, and we don't want 100% from them.
Please don't tell me 100% of what
because I'm telling you, I know I do some junk that really will ride your nerves.
Well,
I get it. I don't want to hear it every single time.
I ain't easy to deal with.
Like, absolutely.
I don't even want the like.
Yeah, don't give me the 100.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying. So it's just really about, like I said,
balance.
Yeah,
there's a balance to it, but then you have to understand that. Like I feel like I feel, this is my opinion. I feel like women have to understand that men and women are made up differently.
Okay.
And so the things that they feel like they need to say and get their emotions out of things, and a lot of times, and this is my opinion, men don't really sometimes that emotion side isn't there.
Yeah.
It's something like, hey man, I didn't really like how you came in and put your stuff down and just went upstairs. Mm-hmm. Like that kind of bothered me. We ain't interact or nothing.
Mm-hmm.
We could talk, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, but then again, that may have happened 3 or 4 times.
Mm-hmm.
And now the dude's saying something. He's saying something about it. You're not doing it in a respectful way. You know what I'm saying? But there's not a lot of like feeling emotions that's gonna go into that.
Right.
That's just like, hey, you know, I don't like when you do that. You know, could you speak to me, you know, when you come in the house and we could talk?
Sure.
They either yay or nay that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the dude lives with the decision they make.
It's true.
You know what I'm saying?
We'll just live with it. Like,
so if they say, well, when I first get home, I need to go do this. And hey, I told you what I wanted. Is it? You know what I'm saying? And if she changed, it's changed. But sometimes dude would just put that out there and then let you decide what you gonna do with it.
Is that to our detriment?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, that's all the questions I'm asking.
I will say,
yes.
2 years in, like we are still learning each other.
100%.
So I take that like, so if I bring something, she's not gonna always respond the way that I want her to respond.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, when she brings me something, I know I'm not gonna respond because my first response is not ever the best. Mm-hmm. I can admit that about myself. It's never the first. My first response is defense. Mm-hmm. And that's being 100. You bring something to me about something, I'm going to defend myself. Definitely if I feel like I'm being misunderstood or taken the wrong way. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that causes me sometimes not to listen and really hear what somebody's feeling.
Okay.
Or how they taking it in, because I'm like, if I didn't mean it that way, I want you to know that.
Yeah, you want to offer clarity.
But it's not always the right time to offer that right in front when somebody's expressing their feelings.
That's very true.
And I'm trying to learn how to tailor back the defense so that I can hear the heart.
Okay.
And,
I like it.
And so sometimes, of course, the way I bring her something, the 2% time that I do, it's not going to be received well because, first of all, if she's only getting the 2% of the time, and like she's getting a lot of practice at receiving what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's a big thing even in itself.
That's very true.
It's not like
they never get to learn you, and how you give them information.
Yeah,
so you keeping it for yourself is just like, well, dang, like it's hard for them to learn you.
What I would just say, just overall, is like, when somebody brings you something, that's man or woman, it's not the time to get defensive, and we often all do it. It is not the time to try to tell somebody else that you did it, or the way that you handle it is because something that they are doing. Mm-hmm. Because if that's the case, you should have brought up what they were doing before they brought to you how they're feeling.
Yeah.
So the time ain't to be like, well, the only reason I do this is because you do this. Like, why you didn't say nothing about it if I'm doing it, if it bothers you to the point that now you act like this? Mm-hmm. And like I said, that's both sides of things.
100%.
So I just think that these things and how to respond to somebody bringing you their feelings take time.
It does.
To get down, because no one likes to hear that they didn't measure up.
Yeah.
In any form or fashion.
100%. Yeah. And like what I try to do now, and then we can, leave it. What I try to do now is try to, inquire more rather than get a defensive. So, if something is said to me like, you know what, well, you said this and this is what it made me feel like. Usually my response is, okay, dang, like what was it about what I said or how I said it that made you feel that way?
Yeah.
Because sometimes I think a lot of times it's miscommunication or perception
most of the time.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, what was it that I said to make it feel that way? And then that'll be explained. And it's like, oh, okay, well, that makes sense. I understand why that will make you feel that way after hearing how you took it that way.
Yeah, I think I respond aggressively without trying.
Say that again.
Like, I think my natural tone is aggressive, and I don't be trying to be.
See, and my natural tone is nonchalant.
Yeah.
Like, I have a very nonchalant personality.
Like, so I may be like, why are we doing it that way?
Yeah.
And it sounds like I got a problem with why we're doing it that way, when really I just want to know why we doing it that way.
Yeah. Which is a fair question.
My tone can be bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like, it can be.
Like, why you gotta do it? Like, I don't. Anyway.
No, I'm just agreeing with you.
So like, my tone can be bad, and then I just I'm just really just kind of there, and I'm just kind of like I'm just trying to get this over with.
I feel that.
You know what I'm saying? And so it's just
you ready to just get to the end.
I hate conflict.
I'm trying to get it over with, and then when I feel like there's going to be still beef towards the end, it really affects how I handle the situation. Like, if I feel like this is not something that's going to bring us closer, and we're not handling in a way to bring us closer, that we're going to be distant afterwards, then that in turn affects how I approach the situation. Because I have I don't know, the word I'm thinking of is desolate, but it's not. That's not the word.
Desolate?
Yeah, like the mind state I have. It's like a defeated mind state.
Oh, okay, I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
Almost kind of
I can't even think
what's
of
the word I'm looking for? I can't even think of the word.
Yeah, so it's like I'm in that mind state, and that in turn affect how I deal with the situation.
I got you.
Because I don't see a positive outcome.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
And I know the word, but I can't.
Yeah,
think of it right now.
I can't think of it either.
Too much
but
wine.
So I
fatalistic
think that,
maybe.
It's not a pessimistic thing. It's more so of a like I gather my information from how the conversation is going.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So,
I got you.
So
yeah.
It's not like, before it even happens, that'd be more pessimistic. Like before it even happens, I'm thinking, I know this ain't about to go well.
And that's why I use fatalistic.
Yeah.
Because then it happens, and then you're like, oh God, everything's gonna end now.
Yeah.
I got you.
And that is actually one of my problems.
Yeah.
Like I am bad with that because I think the worst about everything. Like everything.
Yeah.
Like it's like like for instance, like the whole calling thing. If I hit let's say if I hit one of y'all up, and y'all say y'all about to go somewhere.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And then I don't hear from y'all. Then I'm gonna hit y'all up. If you don't hit me back, then I'm like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? I think something's up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's fatalistic. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You automatically think something bad happened.
Yeah. It's like I feel like that happened recently with somebody I knew. I think I drove by their house or something. It was something. I can't remember what happened, but
I mean, but I get it.
It just
I totally
but like I
get
said, that's just how I am. Like I'm like that, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
I got you.
It is what it is.
I got you.
That's what you get with me.
Man, good talk.
I like it.
Really good talk.
Now the main topic.
Rece look like he in deep thought.
I am. Like,
what you think
bro,
about
we could have took
there?
that conversation so many places.
Yeah.
Like, it's
what
a lot.
you think about over there, Rece?
Nah, man, nothing bad. I'm like just assessing myself.
Yeah.
It's just like
am I fatalistic?
I
think people kind of have. I think some people, including myself, have a. It's kind of like one of those things that you don't want to do, but sometimes your mind just goes there.
But you're in it though.
I don't like things hanging in the balance.
Sure.
And that's my thing. So, but when I say hanging in the balance, my mind is thinking of the worst. So it's like, hey, if you're gonna bounce, go ahead.
Yeah, because you're trying to prepare yourself for the worst. Mentally, emotionally, all that.
And I feel like, and this kind of how myself, what I learned about myself, is I'm a security person.
Okay.
Like, I need to feel secure in us.
Yeah.
And when there is shakiness and I feel unsecure, then I'm just like, hey, man, rip the Band-Aid off.
Yeah. I get it. See, and my thing is I move more towards hopefulness. You know what I'm saying? Until I feel like, okay, now we just have to go to fatalistic.
Yeah.
Like, I have to get to a point to where now it's like, okay, everything's going to end. But I start with hopefulness. And can I be honest? That has gotten me in trouble. Because I'll be at hopefulness when it's like, no, this is bad. You should get out of this.
Yeah.
But because I'm naturally hopeful, I just kind of hope for the best. And then as things continue to get worse, I still hope until it's like, okay, you know what? I have to end this. And then once I decide that I have to end it, I do it and I don't ask myself any questions. I just end it and I'm done.
And it's crazy.
And I don't think that's necessarily good either.
It's so crazy because like how we all are, I think shows in the advice that we give to each other when we talking to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm laughing because it's so true.
It is so true.
What type of advice do I give?
Because you know me, I'll be like, hey, nigga, that's it, bro.
Yeah. It's so true.
It sounds like that need to end.
It's so true.
Like, let's go get your stuff, bro. We done. We done with this. Look, we out of here.
Yeah, it's very true. It's very true. Yeah.
Besides Los, because Los is more pessimistic with himself, but hopeful for others.
Mm-hmm.
And
that is very true.
Yeah.
That is very true.
When it's his stuff, Los be ready to jump overboard.
100%.
Throw the lifeboat in the water. I'm swimming away.
Yeah.
And there, if it's you, Los is like, nah, man, grab the paddles, man. You got to keep, stroking this boat and going on down the road.
It's true. Yeah. Accept it.
Listen, I don't know what to tell you.
He's optimistic for everybody but himself.
That's real.
Man.
You are only fatalistic when it comes to yourself.
Yeah. And I'm fatalistic all the way around.
And I feel like, I'm going to tell you, man, and I think the reason why.
It's Indy, y'all.
Listen.
The boat is sinking.
It's sinking.
It's a life raft.
Get off. It's going down. Nope, ain't no hope.
And
only where I am not fatalistic is when it comes to God. Like, now my faith in Him be on 100. Like, oh, God could pull through.
Yeah. It's fair. It's fair.
and
separate relationship, like, nah, God.
I would say
God said leave.
I would say with me, man, it's more so like I just feel like I can handle it. Like I'll be able to get through this. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
And it's like I'll be good.
Yeah.
But it's just like I don't want my people to go through that.
Okay. I feel that. Yeah. You don't want them to feel what you felt.
So I'm just like I'm on some like do whatever it takes and until it's not.
Yeah.
But then when it's not, I'm like, hey.
That is true though.
Like
that is true. Yeah.
Like,
yeah. Like, that is true.
I'm done with him. Like I'm like, hey, bro, like
get out of here. It's
you
over.
know what I'm saying? Like I'm like, hey, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
real talk.
I'm on some. The plane is going down. Put your own mask on first.
Facts. Facts. Facts.
Yeah.
That's definitely where you go.
And I feel like I'm losing consciousness trying to help somebody put their mask on.
What?
Dang. No. And then I'll be the one that's like, oh yeah, nah, the electronics are gonna come back on.
Yeah.
We'll start floating again.
You're like, the plane is going down, but at some point it's gonna kick in and self-pilot is gonna get itself back on track, and this turbulence is not gonna last forever.
So you hit the water.
Listen, I'm gonna be hopeful until we're feet from the water. Yeah. And then I'm like, okay, we're all gonna die. And then when I get there, it's like, accept it. Yeah. Accept you're gonna die.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I told you to jump.
Yeah.
I told you, get on out of here.
Yeah.
This is so hilarious. Yeah. Because it's so true.
Los is like, hey, I thought y'all could do it, bro, but it ain't looking too good now.
Like, y'all probably just go ahead and jump down.
Like, Los is gonna give it a little bit before he's like, all right, jump ship. It's over.
Yeah.
Like, jump ship.
Yeah.
Just get off.
Los' initial thing is like, it's hopeful. And it's like, it slowly starts to fade as the conversation.
As the plane is getting closer and closer.
It's like first, like if you tell me something, then I'm all in it. But then once you keep telling me stuff that's going on, and you start telling me all this stuff, I'm like, hey man, F that. Like go like, nah,
get off,
bro.
Like, jump ship, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, that's too funny, but it's so true.
I get more hopeful towards like I come back around like, well, maybe I shouldn't have told him to jump ship so quick. So let me circle back. It can work, bro.
Here's the thing, though, like you'll circle back, and then you'll be
circle
like,
right back.
But I'm saying no.
Yeah.
If you see that the ship is going down,
he's gonna double down.
Yeah, he's gonna double down. Even though he tried to circle back, he gonna double down.
He circles back, but he wants you to know that no, I still have this thing. So like I was like, yeah, go ahead and talk to her, bro. Go ahead and do this. But I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying?
But if it ain't received well, again, jump.
Get off the plane.
Yeah.
Save yourself.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, man. We went 52 minutes and haven't even got to the main.
Right,
that's hilarious, man.
I'm just saying, man.
This was good though.
We are who we are, though.
We are who we are,
and we are who we are, and I think that's good because, like I said, like in the thing of it, all the advice that we give is for the betterment of the person.
100%.
And I think that we do look at their relationship, and you want that. But I think that we all have that skewed vision of like we're a team. That the person, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, I love the relationship. I want the relationship to stay, but it's like, I'm team you, like, you know what I'm saying?
And I know I'm a jump person. Like I done called y'all, like, hey, listen, I'm on the ledge. Talk me off of it.
Yeah.
Because
just straight up.
Yeah, talk me off the ledge right now before I go say something I don't need to say.
Fair.
Because I'm about to be like, hey, you know what? Skip this, and I'm out.
Yeah.
And it's like, I know that ain't where I want to be and probably where I ain't should be. So come on, B. I need the hopeful side of you to talk me off.
I like that you said that though.
Yeah.
I think it's a good balance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think it definitely is like a very good balance.
Yeah.
Because I am gonna always be like on some benefit of the doubt. Like maybe you're taking that wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like take a look at yourself first. You could be taking that wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So
it's a good balance, and I think it's good to have a balance of people around you.
Yeah, I don't need somebody like me.
Yeah, because I'm like, if we all three were fatalistic, we'd be out of jump. If we all three were way too hopeful, like I can be sometimes, we'd be in some bad shit.
Yeah, and a lot of stuff, of course, y'all, I just don't even say. Yeah. I just don't even. Like I just don't. I just don't say.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
I am who I am. I am who I am.
Accept it. Love me or leave me alone.
Hey, that is my motto. Either love me or leave me alone. Realest thing Jay ever said.
Either love me or leave me alone.
Yeah. I ain't mad at it.
I ain't mad at it. All right, man. So
here we go. I mean, this was a lighthearted podcast for today anyway.
Yeah, so we
just kind of kicking it. You know what I mean? We just kind of kicking it.
Yeah,
let's talk about these sitcom relationships that we grew up on.
Hey man, listen. So I want. Do y'all have first? This our main topic today is we're going to be talking about some of these sitcom loves that we've seen grow up and how that's changed over.
Yeah.
So right now, like, do y'all have a favorite like sitcom relationship that y'all be like, man, that's I love that.
Family Matters.
Family Matters.
Mr. Winslow and whatever his wife's name was. I can't remember
Claire?
her name.
Nah.
That was Claire Huxtable. He said Claire?
Jay
Huxtable.
or Janet or
Janet.
No, it wasn't no damn Janet.
I'll look it up. But that is like real talk. When we were discussing what we're gonna talk about for this episode, that is the very first couple that came to my mind.
Really?
And I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay,
I'm gonna tell you why. So the thing about Mr. Winslow is that first of all, he was like a cop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Harriet.
There you go. Yeah, Harriet and what was his first name?
Carl
Winslow.
Yeah. Carl.
So like Carl Winslow, I think like he kind of had like a he had like the strength about him, but it wasn't overbearing. And here's what I mean by that. Yeah. So like he could have like, and you would see him have really hard talks with like his kids, even with Harriet, but he would do it in such a way that it was like gentle.
Yeah.
But you knew like he meant what he was saying.
Yeah.
And then you kind of seen some times where he was angry. You know what I'm saying? Like all this. I feel like with Mr. Winslow, you saw a gamut of like emotions.
Right.
With Harriet, she was kind of like that strong black woman. But at the same time, she was gentle too. And you seen some of the conversations like she had with her kids and stuff like that. And then how they interacted together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you could, from what it looked like, obviously this is a fake relationship. Yeah. But just the way they interacted together, you know what I'm saying? Like you could tell they loved each other. Yeah. You could tell there was respect there. You never seen a situation where it was like a toxic marriage, a toxic relationship. Yeah. There was a lot of love, a lot of respect for each other and for and for their family. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so like that, like I said, for me, that's the very first relationship that came to my mind.
All right. I like that.
Lowe's?
Man, and it's and I think I know why, but and it's not just because it's my favorite sitcom.
Mm-hmm. Martin and Gina.
But mine is Martin and Gina.
Okay, let's hear more.
And I'm gonna tell you, The reason, first of all, you got a chance to see them progress.
Okay.
And and one of the things I liked about them is that when they got into these arguments, man, and like when they would have tiffs and stuff like that, they always found a way to get back to each other and to work it out.
That's real.
I like it. Yeah.
And it would be legit things too.
Uh-huh.
Somebody do something, she may do something, he may do something.
Yeah.
And then it was like legit things, and they found a way to like work their stuff out.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact of how much they had fun together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's real. That's real.
Like they kicked it, and they was able to generally have fun with each other.
Mm-hmm.
And so seeing that
is
just
important.
just like man, like I really admire that and being able to see that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And just how they progress and how they work through stuff, and even like there, it was a comedy, but there's times where they both got some real advice.
Yeah.
That was just like, hey, you better go make this right.
That's real.
Thing, you know
100%.
And so it's just stuff like that, man.
Okay.
So that's why my favorite.
Nickel?
Mine is weird.
Hey, it's all good.
Okay.
It's all good.
Al and Peg Bundy.
Word.
Listen, bro.
Tell me more. I gotta hear this.
First of all,
one of the best sitcoms of all time.
That's one of my favorite sitcoms.
100% of all time.
Married with Children. It just felt real.
Yeah.
Can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
The way I felt about them was how I felt about Roseanne.
Yeah.
And their relationship.
It just
was
felt
very real.
It just felt like dude wasn't rich. Dude didn't have a lot going on. It's just like the typical married, like that was like
in the shoe store.
Yeah, dude worked in the shoe store. He didn't come home all excited all the time to see. Like kids got on his damn nerves.
Yeah,
like
it was real though.
It was just it always just seemed like, you know what, this is what it is.
Yeah.
It didn't feel like a fairy tale relationship or whatsoever.
That's fair.
And I just liked it. Like I feel like they both accepted each other for who they were.
Yeah, that's real.
And Al and Peg Bundy, man, it was just like,
and they always had each other's back.
Yeah,
backs
with the kids.
They would go to fisticuffs.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like Al may make fun of Peg and all this stuff, and they may do something, but let somebody else do it.
No, real talk.
You know what I'm saying? And like they always had each other's back.
Can I say another weird one? Marge and Homer Simpson.
Okay.
Oh, okay, that is weird.
You know what I'm saying?
Talk to me about
but it's kind of the same. Even though Homer can be dumb as hell sometimes.
Yeah.
I think it goes back to the same thing. It was, even though it's a cartoon, they do have some very realistic aspects about their family and their relationship.
Yeah.
And also, same thing, like they had each other's back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Marge accepted Homer for who he was and still loved him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, he dumb as hell.
Yeah.
And I think the same Homer would, you know what I'm saying, like Marge.
You know,
and he would support her when she want to do new and different things. Like, it was that kind of relationship.
Another one that jumped off and it was like a close second to me. Dang, what is his name? Sinclair. Overton.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I love their relationship, bro.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because these are two just, in a sense, people that don't fit in to the social norms of what's cool and all of that.
They were kind of geeky, corny.
quirky.
Yeah.
But they just, again, they accepted each other for who it was. The things that made other people, in a sense, dislike them and get on their nerves, they loved about each other. And it's like, to me, that's how it's supposed to be. Like, I need you to love what maybe everybody else hates about me.
Yeah.
Fair.
You know, like my quirkiness may get on everybody else's nerves, but it's what you love about me.
Yeah.
You know, so and like Overton, who may be overlooked by definitely today's society.
Yeah.
You know, she loved this man.
Right.
You know, followed this man's lead and whatever, made him feel like a man.
That's facts. Yeah.
Like that's why I always feel like Sinclair made Overton feel like he was the man.
That's real.
Yeah.
Damn, that's right. I didn't even think about that. Yeah.
I mean, the one that it sounds kind of obvious, but the one that the one stick out to me, is the Cosby Show.
The Huxtables.
And the reason why that one sticks out to me and what I like about that one is that I feel like they found their groove.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like they've been married so long, like they probably, they probably went through the Martin Gina phases or something. Like they had they had all this life before, and I feel like we got a chance to see them in their groove.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To where they was like, they were working, they were successful, but the way they treated each other, they knew each other.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's like they like she knew him.
Yeah,
and he knew her. You know what I'm saying?
That's
they knew
real.
How they were. They knew the things they were bad at. They were good at. He would, she would say, don't eat this. Work his health, and she'll come home and he'll rub her feet.
Yeah, that's real.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they were in a groove.
I think the most thing that I loved about them, because it for the first time you was able to see a black couples in success.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like two doctors.
Yeah.
And not in a poor neighborhood, not struggling, able to put kids in college. Like you seen success.
Yeah.
A couple that I did not like.
Okay.
Was Different World.
A Different World.
Talking about
Dwayne and
Whitney.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. What was it about them?
I just didn't. I don't know, man. I don't even know to put my finger. Like the whole, the scene I hate the most that I feel like women just love to death. It's like when she was about to get married, and
the very last scene.
Yeah, and then he busts through the door.
Yeah,
and I get why you love it because it's
it's very romantic.
It's romantic. He's fighting. Like, no, don't get married to this other guy. And she leaves the altar to be with this. Like, man, come on.
It's not really realistic. It's not really realistic. Yeah.
Like, man,
so I get that. But it's romanticized.
It is, man. Listen, man, if I'm about to get married, nigga bust through the door, y'all better get him.
Yeah. Before you shoot him.
Hey, man.
Oh, y'all better get him.
That wouldn't happen anyway. That's not good.
But, I just never, I never felt that relationship.
Yeah.
I didn't feel it.
So coming up, do y'all feel like the sitcoms that we kind of got, which were, a lot of them were more like family oriented, you know what I'm saying, versus like today. Do y'all feel like that kind of shaped how y'all feel about how relationships should work, how they should look, like all that stuff?
I mean, I feel like the main thing, you didn't see it, nothing then was over-sexualized.
Yeah. Okay.
You would see affection.
Yeah.
You would see affection between, Cliff and Claire.
Yeah. No, hey, real talk. Cosby will be talking slick sometimes.
You'll see. You even seen Carl. You'll see Carl and Harry. You'll definitely see Marge and Homer.
Yeah.
You'll see, but it wasn't overly done. It was enough to show you that these are a couple. Their affection should be there.
Sure.
But it wasn't like
It wasn't overt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And from what I was told, there was some of the first shows where they started letting couples sleep together. They say, my mom and them would say, growing up, they sitcoms didn't even have married couples sleeping in the same bed.
I remember
I Love Lucy.
Black and white Lassie. Remember Lassie?
Yeah, Lassie.
I mean, they had 2 beds.
Beverly Hillbillies.
Yeah.
You never seen that.
That's my show too.
So it was just it made you feel like a family is what you were supposed to have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I think another one, Modern Family. I don't know if y'all ever
watched
seen
it.
that.
Yeah, I never
Modern
watched
Family.
It. Uh-huh.
And what I liked about them was that their lives are always on the go, and it's hectic. But it's they got kids, and all this stuff that they got going on. But it's you can really tell that the love was there.
Okay.
No matter how busy they got.
Yeah.
You can always tell that, okay, like this dude, like he really loves her, and she really is all about him.
Who was in that show, Modern Family?
Man, it's
I didn't watch
you wouldn't know.
Okay,
like
I
it
got
wouldn't,
you.
it wouldn't.
Saved by the Bell was a
Sophia,
good depiction of high school relationships.
What's that lady? Sophia Vega something?
Oh, Vagata.
Yeah, she's in there.
Vagata.
And Al Bundy is in there.
He is in there.
He is.
Yeah.
I've never watched one episode of that.
Hey man, that's it's a good
Sophia
show.
Vagata.
Yeah.
Pretty.
Yeah, she's no Salma Hayek, but she's nice.
She ain't no Topanga. Man.
She killing Topanga.
She is.
Come on.
She
Relax.
But yeah, so yeah, those are. I don't know if I really. It wasn't too many who I disliked.
Yeah, because I was trying to think of that, couples I disliked.
I would say I didn't really have a lot of feelings for Fresh Prince. Like, what's his name?
Uncle Phil
and Vivian. It's like they were cool, but I never really got
dark skinned Vivian or light skinned Vivian or both.
Neither one
of them.
Neither one.
Okay.
Like neither one. Like their relationship didn't spark anything.
Yeah, not at all.
Okay, that's fair though.
I wonder why.
That's fair.
I don't know why, but
dang. Well, maybe because the show more centered around and focused on Will though. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I think they showed a lot of the family thing, but it was just like the dynamic.
Yeah.
Like I think, of course, I don't think it was pushed to show Uncle Phil and Vivian's relationship.
Yeah, it wasn't. It definitely wasn't.
I mean,
it was about Will.
But it was enough there for you to see the shift when dark skin to light skin. You get like, all right, this Vivian ain't the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you get like they horrible job every place in Viv. But
I would say I did like light skin Viv. I did like light skin Viv. I thought she was cool. You said what?
You stand alone on that.
I know, I do.
But what was it about her though?
I mean, I just felt like she was really first of all, I felt like she came in there and I felt like she did what was asked of her. I thought she did a good job.
Dark skin ain't Viv just had a certain spunk about her.
She did. I totally agree with that.
Yeah,
I totally agree with that.
It just kind of reminded you more of your mama. In my opinion, like it just had a little bit more.
I feel like the other one just reminded you of a person's mom, but it's because they have very distinct personalities. They have different personalities. So I would think that they would have tried to get somebody more like
closer.
The old one.
Yeah, no, real talk.
So, but
they have very different personalities.
They're very different. Like one was kind of more to the back. The other one was like right in your face.
Yeah, like that dark and Viv was like, nah, Phil, this ain't going down.
Yeah. She would tell him to relax quite a bit. You know what I mean?
And Fresh Prince to me was such a good show.
It actually was.
But the marriage, the relationship aspects of it didn't jump off at all.
It was all right.
So let's talk about because I've like really thought about this, and I thought about just how like back in like the 90s or whatever, the way they depicted men in these TV shows, men who had careers, even if they were terrible, like Al Bundy, but he still had a career.
Still had a career. He fed his family.
Yeah, no, real talk. He fed his family. Men who were strong, even if their strong opinions about things was completely wrong. Yeah. Sometimes Al. Versus like men today in some of the TV shows they put today. I think aside from like some shows, like take for instance like Blackish.
Yeah. I like Blackish.
Blackish is an amazing show.
Yeah. Really
but I feel like the depiction of men they have today are kind of like, for lack of a better word, dumb. Kind of like Neanderthals, just real stupid. Take, for instance, like a Family Guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even like with Homer.
Yeah.
The depiction of a man is just kind of doofus. Yeah. And the woman is the one who, is the smart one in the relationship, who's making, smart decisions and stuff like that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Or, and this is not like a knock.
Even on like Everybody Hates Chris.
No, real talk. Yeah.
Like he was a hard worker and went to work, but it was just like outside of that, they didn't really give him no value.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think the depiction has kind of like flipped over to something else. And like I was about to say, and this is not like a knock on the community or anything, but like, you know, a lot of like gay men, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I think it has turned from kind of like, you know, the family shows that we had back in the day to more non-traditional stuff.
And I think that's because I feel like people are thinking they have to appease different groups.
Okay.
And so they're not trying to step on nobody's toes and trying to appease everybody.
And I get that.
You know what I'm saying?
I get that.
But my thing is like, you know, and there's a thing to where it's, oh, they're too masculine now.
Yeah.
Or they're too, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like they kind of went away from it.
Yeah.
And it's like, I mean, just the shows that I watch, it's like there's not too many healthy relationships on TV no more.
Okay, what do you mean by a healthy relationship?
And like I said, these are shows I watch and get shows, and it just is what it is. Like let's say, you know, of course, Snowfall is not centered around relationships, but like Snowfall, you know, Daddy wasn't in his life at first, came back, and they tried to work some stuff out, but then you go to like a big show like a Power, and you know, when Ghost first started, you know, good family, all that. Yeah, he's a drug street dude, but he was with his family. Now all of a sudden, the high school sweetheart comes back, and now he's a cheater.
Yeah,
you know, like I think that's how most shows. You know, BMF, when you look at that, like the husband creeps out on his wife and he's been there for a long time now. He's creepy. Like it tries to paint every relationship. And I think it's more because I think people, directors and all that now drama sells.
Yeah.
So everything is to create drama and nobody's trying to change the narrative. So I feel like that even makes people feel like a drama-filled relationship is normal.
I was just about to ask, do y'all feel like today, like, toxic, drama-filled relationships are romanticized?
I think it's just reality TV killed it.
Okay.
Because it really went from sitcom being the majority thing to reality TV being the majority thing and letting you into these people's life.
Yeah.
You know, and while it's reality TV, it's scripted reality.
100%. Yeah.
It's very much scripted. And
yeah, absolutely.
Even like with Martin, like, yeah, they had things that they went through and they had things like that. But you never got the sense of like it was like a toxic thing.
And you got to see the resolution.
Yeah, like you got to see resolution and you got a chance to see like both people want to be in it. And I feel like sometimes that they on these other shows it's like one person it's like wanting out or something, or one person isn't happy, or one person's kind of like, you know, they one mistake away from leaving or something like that. Like,
no, that's real.
You know what I'm saying? Like show the shows that were a person like they both in it, and like that's it, like that's they person. Yeah, you don't really get a lot of that.
Like people want healthy, but there ain't no healthy examples.
Yeah. And then I think too, what kind of adds to the problem is that even in like you know, like romantic movies, it is romanticized. It is a romanticized depiction of what a relationship looks like.
That layer thing is supposed to be roses.
Yeah, like everything is great and you know, you get all these really romantic, you know, poems or letters or whatever the case may be.
No
and you know what? And that's why one of the movies I respect is The Breakup with Vince Vaughn. And what's old girl's name?
Is it Jennifer? No.
Yeah. Jennifer
Aniston.
Yeah, okay.
Here's why I like that movie. Because aside from some of like the outrageous stuff, which could possibly be real, like when they broke up and he brought strippers in the crib. That could definitely be a real thing. I think you kind of got to see, they depicted like the raw emotion of a breakup happening.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like there was a lot of like mixed emotions. Like, man, I still want this person, but you know, I know we can't be together for whatever reason. Yeah. Like, I feel like The Breakup was a really good movie because it showed you a lot of that. Yeah. Rather than the usual, what you get is like, again, just romanticized what a relationship.
What was the movie with? Like. Dang, because me and the lady seen it on the rooftop in Chicago. Dang, with the 40-year-old version, dude, the Office dude.
He was in a movie.
Yeah. with a white lady that they were married. And she started getting kind of into the dude at the office, and they ended up breaking up. I just remember him jumping out of the car. But,
I don't remember any of it. I don't know what you're
But like he started going out after the divorce happened and hanging out, and this dude seen him in the club and kind of got them all dressed up and tried to tailor him and all that.
That's a really good movie.
Yeah, it is. It is a really good movie. And I'm so mad I can't think of the name of it.
I'm right to find it.
But he started dressing up, going to the club every night, trying to hit on women. He's never done this, and it just gets crazy awkward. But it's a real depiction of what you go through when you break up. You like
Crazy Stupid Love.
Crazy Stupid Love.
Damn, I've never even heard of that.
It is an amazing movie.
Let me look this up because I've never heard of that.
That movie is so good. Like that's a great movie.
Yeah,
word.
It is a good movie.
I gotta watch it. Okay,
and it gives a real depiction of when you been with somebody for so long, and now y'all not together. It's like now I have to find, in a sense, who am I without this person?
Yeah, Ryan Gosling.
And you go through this. Yeah, it is a really good movie.
Okay, I'm gonna have to check that out.
You go through this whole identity crisis in a sense.
Yeah, no, that's real.
Trying to find out. I mean, hell, shit, we went there. Like being real, trying to find.
What do you mean by this?
Trying to find out who you are.
Who you are
now,
as a single person.
That life starting over.
Yeah, no, 100%.
And it's like what you did when you went out before marriage to what you're doing after. You know how you operating after marriage. It's like totally the game ain't the same.
Yeah, no, real talk. Yeah,
the lines you used to drop to give people before ain't the same.
Over.
They ain't the same lines.
And you realize how easy things are nowadays.
What do you mean by that, Los?
I'm saying
it doesn't take the same amount of work
to do what?
Get someone.
In what kind of way?
Always.
Yeah, for real. Every way. If you want to. So
we need clarifying questions.
So it's like when you've been out the game for a long time, you jump back in, and sometimes the easiness of it can be a turnoff. Because it's like, man, I
don't want this.
Like I don't want it like that. And like I know with me, like if it's too fast like that, like I'm straight.
What do you mean by if it
it's
too fast?
I'm not gonna explain.
Break it down for us.
Nope. I will not.
If the skibbities are getting offered,
you know what I'm saying? Like
swiftly.
If you doing too much, you know what I'm saying? Like if you like. If I know, I'm like, really already? I'm okay. You know what I'm saying?
But are you going for it?
No, I'm not.
Fair enough.
No, I'm not. Like I'm good. Man.
It's fair.
Because like I said, I don't feel special. And so
you want to feel special? Come on, man. Let me help you out. Let me help you out, man. You want to come on? I gotta find it.
He wants to feel special.
And so what I mean by that is. It's like I feel like I'll be just another number.
Sure.
So I don't. That does like so you offer me something. It's like I don't feel special. Like you, that's how you do everybody probably.
But I get it though.
You know what I'm saying?
Totally
so I'm just like ain't like my mouthpiece is just that much better than everybody else's. That you just
maybe
maybe it is.
I mean, I know. Like I said, I mean, I can make good conversation. But I'm not like I don't know. I'm just saying.
Come on now.
I'm just saying. I'm not trying. Like I said, I don't feel special, and I feel like if you offering up to me in the second conversation, then that's your thing.
It is fair.
But I just think like the old school shows made relationships seem needed.
I got you.
But. And I mean that could be good, and I mean I guess in a sense detrimental at the same time.
Tell me more.
Because I mean I feel like relationship was needed, and whenever you see these shows, it was like marriage was the end all be all.
Okay,
and it's not.
Tell me more. Like
marriage is the end all be all for some people.
Okay, I got you.
So
you feel like they broadened it?
Yeah, like then growing up, every TV show you seen for the most part, except for like Full House, like everybody was married.
Yeah,
it was a relationship. It was a married couple, so it was like you grow up, you go to school, you do all of that, you go to college. After that, you get married and you have kids.
Yeah,
that was it. That's what you seen. That's the picture it painted. That's what it was depicted to you. Yeah. But that's not everybody's path.
100%.
But now I think it's went drastically in the other direction.
Real talk. Yeah.
Now where it's like, and that's the thing. Now you see now. I guarantee if we look at the average age of marriage before we were grown versus the average age of people getting married now, and it's a vast difference.
Yeah.
Like then people getting married 19, 20, 21. I ain't saying that's the right way.
Yeah.
But now it's like pushing late 30s, 40s.
Yeah.
Because everybody is so focused on self.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And why I think self-love and all of that is very important, you should take care of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
If there's too much focus on self, it's a problem.
Yeah.
You got a whole person you forgetting.
Like, it's a whole bunch of people. Like, you should be a priority, but you should not always be your main priority.
I ain't mad at that.
Like, they're everybody needs somebody, and it's okay. Like, I feel like people feel like it's not okay to want somebody or feel like you need somebody or depend on people anymore. And it's like, nah, man, like it's a great thing to have somebody that you can depend on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like that is okay. Like
you can be independent, you can do stuff, but the thing is, like my thing is, but you don't have to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like sometimes, people think that I have to do this.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like, no, you don't have to. Like, you may choose to do this because you've always done it, but when there comes a time that you have help, that you have somebody that you can depend on, then there's times where I feel like you have to get to a point to where you're trusting of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and sometimes we don't want to trust it, like we don't want to rest in it because it's new.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
It feels uncomfortable, but the thing, like, in my opinion, this is my opinion, comfort shouldn't be your goal. You know what I'm saying? Like, it shouldn't be the thing, like, I'm going to do this. Like, you don't try at things, everything that you tried and that you're comfortable with.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Like,
Yeah.
You're going to have to be uncomfortable.
Sometimes.
I would say a lot of times.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like when you're trying for something, you might feel uncomfortable at this job interview, but you need the job.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're not going to say, you know what? I don't really feel comfortable talking to a stranger in the office.
Yeah.
I don't think I want to work. I'm going to just wait for somebody to give me a job. You know what I'm saying?
That would be ideal.
You have to, yes, it would be ideal.
Right,
But unfortunately, we live in this world where ideal things don't happen like that often. So we can't go off of them. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I just think, like, shows, society, and everything has made us feel like be by yourself, be independent, worry about you, focus on you, selfish.
Yeah. I feel that. Yeah.
And it's like, no, like, all that, like, yeah, we need to focus. Like, self-love is a very important aspect of life.
100%.
And it got totally ignored, probably, when we was coming up.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't a thing.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, do for others, and all that. And it needed a balance, but now, like, it just has swung so much to self.
Yeah.
That's all everybody care about. And if it don't make you happy, get out of it.
Yeah.
If somebody says something to offend you, cancel them.
Right.
If somebody ain't doing something you like, or if it gets rough, that means it ain't for you.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, that is a lie.
Yeah.
That is
absolutely.
That's
100%.
That's a straight, like I said, man, like, we can't always want this easy road. Like this peachy road, because when we want that, when things come against it, it's going to throw us off more than more than it should.
That's why we don't appreciate nothing no more.
You know what I'm saying? Because like we want this cushy life, we want these cushy things. Everything falls into place.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Everything's, easy going. But then, so when things come against it, it's so it throws off your mind on what you want.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And my thing is, you can probably want that, but like I said, we have to live in the actuality.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We have to understand that if we're in a relationship, that I am trying to know a person that I'm never going to fully know. And that can be intimidating in itself.
Yeah.
You're going to always learn this person.
Because they always change.
You know what I'm saying? And when we start thinking that, so there's going to be some resistance there. Mm-hmm. There's going to be some friction there. But the thing, like my opinion is, there's beauty in that.
Mm-hmm.
Like that stuff, man. That's how you grow. That's how you connect.
Right.
That's how you overcome things, and that's how you build.
And I think that's what made Martin such a good show.
Mm-hmm.
I think it showed all that.
Yeah.
Like in a sense, it went against the sitcom norm of relationships.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because everything else before was married.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Don't be, you don't. If they was living together and all that, they was married. But here you had two people that moved in together that wasn't married.
Yeah.
Right.
Pressuring to get married from the outside. When he gonna do this?
Mm-hmm.
When he and two just imperfect people trying to make something work.
Yeah.
And I think that's really the show that just depicted how it really, really is.
Yeah. And I feel the same about Married with Children.
Yeah.
Just like you said. Like it was. I mean, obviously a fake depiction, but the realness of it.
Yeah.
Like there was stuff about Peg that Al hated, and vice versa. You know what I mean? Like it just was what it was, and he hated his neighbors.
I just think it's just like such a thing. And now we just so caught up in what can you do for me?
Yeah.
Instead of what can I do for you?
Right.
And I think relationships are built strongly off of a foundation is what can I do for you?
Mm-hmm.
And then if you worried about what you can do for me and we both just worry about taking care of each other, we straight.
Yeah.
But the moment somebody ain't doing something the way we want it to be done or giving us what we feel like we deserve and need, we bounce.
Yeah.
And I feel like I say this every other episode, but I feel like the biggest detriment to a relationship is the preservation of self.
That's real.
Facts.
It's
true.
It's so real.
It's for true.
It's just like when things get shaky and things come against us, we start worrying about self.
Mm-hmm.
And notice I say we. I'm not saying you. I'm not saying it's not always the other person. Like first, I think the first thing you have to understand is how it looks when you do it. Because sometimes we think we don't do things, but we don't just recognize how things look when we do them.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
And so we have to understand, we do this. I do start getting to self-preservation mode because I feel like this person can't handle me or what I have to offer, so I'm going to start taking care of myself. But when you do that, you never give them the opportunity to.
And I just think it needs to be a balance. You do need to preserve some of you.
Sure.
Yeah.
Like there comes a time where that's important, but that shouldn't be your go-to.
Yes.
Yeah. Like it just needs balance. And I just feel like we went from one extreme of everybody got to get married, be in a relationship, that's the only way you can be happy, to just focus on you and worry about yourself. And even if you're in a relationship, you still got to make sure you just look out for you.
Yeah.
And then you wonder why your relationship got a problem because you're selfish.
There's going to be some things in a relationship that is solely that you do that's solely for the other person.
As it should be.
You know what I'm saying? That you're not going to get anything from.
It comes with the territory.
But and my thing is, only reason you're not getting anything from it because you're looking at it wrong. And your perspective is wrong. Like if you're doing something for somebody you love and it brings that person whatever, joy, peace, happiness, comfort, eases their day, whatever, that should do something for you. But what we look for is gain. And if it doesn't help us gain, then we like, I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Like if this is, somebody asks you to do something, like, all right, I don't mind doing it, but how can I win in this still? And it's like, if you always, that's that's friendships, work, like, and it just swung from anything. Like our parents, like they would go get a job and they would stick with that joint for 30, 40 years, retire, build their pension and leave.
Yeah.
We're in a generation where If you don't like the job and it ain't doing everything you need, you bounce.
But I'm gonna say this about that specifically. I think that's fair.
I think it needs to be a balance.
And I'm gonna say it's fair in this generation because companies aren't offering pensions like they used to.
Yeah, they're not offering pension, but what I'm saying,
they'll get rid of you a number on the check with these jobs.
You was a number on the check back in the day.
But I would say too, in some sorts, there was some loyalty to great employees. Today, they don't give a damn.
Trust me, they didn't give a damn.
I ain't loyal to a job. I'm sorry.
They didn't give
I ain't loyal to a job.
And what I'm saying is not that you should be loyal to a job.
Yeah.
But you can't leave and jump job to job at the first sight of this ain't going the way that I want it to go.
100%. Absolutely.
That's my thing. It's like we're such in a thing where this ain't going. My supervisor didn't do what I asked him to do. I'm looking for another job.
Sure.
Or I know I didn't have no vacation days left, but they didn't improve this day.
Well, yeah, and that's just ridiculous.
I'm out.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Like whenever something goes against what we want in this generation of society, we're ready to bounce. You know, while before, again, it was stick at it. Like I'm gonna start, and again, I'm not saying that was the correct way either.
Yeah,
but it again has swung from one end, all the way to the other.
Right,
when it needs to be a balance. Kind of balance. If you're not being valued at a job, bounce
100%.
Right, go find somewhere that values you.
Yeah.
Right? Don't stick there for 30, 40 something years if you're not being valued. Yeah. But just at the first sign of something not going your way does not mean leave.
Sure. Yeah.
But we don't want to be faced with no uncomfortableness in anything nowadays.
Yeah. We in a microwave.
We are taught if it's uncomfortable, that means it's not right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like I said, man, like we can't want this peachy life, man. We can't want this, like, you know, like I said, it's, Like we want the Huxtables, but we don't want to get the pre-stuff. Like when they was going through law school, when they was going through those, you know, saying those clinicals and all that stuff.
We want the Huxtables, but we living like real love and hip hop, like love and hip hop or Housewives of Atlanta. Man, but we want Family Matters.
That stuff don't just fall in your lap.
It don't. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. That stuff don't fall in your lap, man. So. And I know these are fictional people, but we can take from this. Like when I look at stuff like that, I look at I know that they with the Hustles, I know that they are in their comfort right now. Like they're in their zone and they know their relationship. Like they know the other person. You know what I'm saying? And neither one of them going anywhere. They ain't going nowhere.
Where they gonna go? Hell.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like with Martin and Gina. They tried to go somewhere and end up back together. Like they knew who each other were. Like that was each other person. Like they fought for that.
Bro, like real talk. Like my pop said some of the realest stuff to me and it's gonna stick with me. He was like, listen, I got my ish. Your mama got her ish. You got your ish. Your girl got her ish. Like everybody got their ish that they come with. And it's up to you to find somebody who can deal with your ish and you love them enough to deal with they ish and y'all figure out a way to make it work.
True.
Everybody got something.
Yeah.
True.
And that's the reality. Everybody got something. Every job got something. Every friendship got something.
Yeah.
You got to fight through something.
Yeah.
You got to accept something that you don't like.
Right.
Yeah.
Like you got to figure out what something am I willing to put up with.
Sure.
And that's your boundaries.
Yeah.
Like what am I willing to put up with from a person? What am I not? And that's gonna change from person to person because some things you put up with one person, you might not put up with another because the love ain't there.
Yeah.
And you know that your things are going to change and shift as the relationship grows.
Yeah. Absolutely.
That's and real. You have to give room for that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Give room for changed minds, give room for this is how a person grows. Because if you are if that person is the same person from 2 years ago, then something's wrong.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We have to expect growth and we have to expect change.
We're true.
And I love it.
It's good stuff.
That was good.
Good stuff, man. Clap it up.
That was good.
Crazy Stupid Love. Go check it out, y'all.
I am gonna watch it.
Hey man, it's a
good movie.
Really good movie.
Watch that, man.
All right, man.
Hey, man, tell us what y'all favorite sitcom was growing up.
Yeah.
And what y'all be watching now.
Reality TV. That's what people watch.
Naked and Afraid.
That's a good show.
Do people really be watching that? Naked and Afraid?
I love that shit.
I like Married at First Sight.
Hey, I watched Love Is Blind. That's my show.
I'm gonna tell y'all like this. Somebody asked me would I ever go on any of those shows. I said no because I'm too shallow for that. And I'm okay with that.
I would do Married at First Sight in my 20s.
I would not.
I mean, because there's an out.
So, I mean, there is an out, all of them. But I'm like, here's my thing. My thing is, I'm never gonna put myself in that position because my thing is, like, if I see you and I'm not attracted to you, like, that's gonna be it for me.
I'm taking it out.
And
my mind is made
that's
up.
Fair, and it's sad for you to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm cool. I don't want no parts
I'm
of it.
good.
Yeah,
But I would be willing to see. Like, I would have been the Bachelor on the Bachelor show.
I'm not sure. I don't got that in me.
I'm not gonna be kissing that many women.
In my early 20s, 30 women fighting for me. Sign me up.
That sounds like stress.
I don't got time.
Sounds like fun.
I gotta talk to 30 women.
No.
Yes.
At
Get
the
away
same
from
time. Me. Like no.
In my early 20s, sign me up. At 40, nowhere near possible. I don't have.
I wouldn't want a good 5 of them on the show.
Leave me alone. Like how 40, I'm like, how many can I eliminate the first night?
Hey, that's hilarious.
like how many is too many to cut off?
This is gonna be a three.
Rece ain't giving none of them a rose.
This is gonna be a 3-episode season.
38, y'all gone. 38 of them gone. Y'all too.
Get them
Let's
out of
see
here.
what happens.
Yeah, get them out of here. Hey man, y'all know what time it is. Share, like, subscribe, put that 5-star review up. Go ahead to KCPC Awards. Vote for us tomorrow for the semifinals.
Vote for us today.
Today, yeah, that'll be today. Absolutely. And we'll see y'all on the next episode.
We out.
Deuces.
Vote.